It's truly amazing, that spirit of Christmas.
Molly is making some bread. We just woke up. I'm feeding my coffee thirst, so yeah. Going to sit down quick. Happy second day of December. Here are the Franzbrötchen for the girls. We picked up yesterday.
So many of you who haven't been following us on our Patreon channel will not know that I have been making a lot of different sourdough breads and buns and cinnamon rolls and all of the things for about 2 to 3 months. And it's going to be a lot of fun to share both on Patreon and here on YouTube. But YouTube videos will probably be once or twice a week, and the rest of the Vlogmas is going to be on our Patreon channel.
Wow.
Ba 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 da 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 da. Who do we guess it is?
Did you already see it?
No.
Mine.
The mentor.
I'm guessing it's a teacher. I don't know who.
Yeah, why don't you?
Ron, ready to go outside.
You can kind of see it.
So many pretty. That one's cute.
Oh, that's nice.
No, that's a cute one.
I'm knitting on like trunkled socks by Kate Jones, and I'm liking the way that the pattern is turning out. I also put on my new Simply Serving snowman cookie. A progress keeper on these. I love it. I think it's so cute.
And the littlest from all of them. Somewhere in the
And the party elevator.
Oh gosh, I am out for my morning walks before work. It's a little bit earlier than last time, you can see. Just only about 15 minutes, but that's how much the light changes in 15 minutes. It's crazy from what you would have seen yesterday. Polly's lagging a bit. She's a bit sad because, again, the girls have left. We usually head out at the same time, and she's super sad. So anyway, off to work we go. Polly and I have just arrived at work. Robert usually gets here 45 minutes after we do. And yeah, so I'm going to start my morning again knitting. I have that yarn that I dyed the leg warmers with. It's finished, it's dry, and I've caked it yesterday. Rubies. I asked you guys yesterday to guess whose is whose, and this is Elodie's. So I brought along one of the leg warmers that the girls wear. I knit these for them, I think 2 Advents ago, 3 including this year's. And I would like it to be a little bit bigger. However, because I'm using a chunky yarn, I know that this yarn is going to go a lot faster than a DK or fingering. I want to use pretty much all of it. So we have a scale here in the studio that we use for parcels. And even though this is sold as a 100-gram skein, it often is 106 grams or 113, something like that. So I'm going to weigh this first to figure out exactly what it weighs. And then I'm going to kind of keep an eye on it and try to half this exactly. So I've come over to Robert's desk. I have my skein of blue yarn, and it looks like it weighs 3.5 ounces. That means that once it's at 1.75, it is time for the second sock. So I'm gonna get this cast on. I have no idea what size of needle I'm going to use, but that's okay. I have a DPN needle case from Luli. And this DPN case holds all of my larger DPNs. Time to light those candles, right? I've also just turned the coffee machine on as I'm looking forward to having a nice warm cup of coffee. So I am thinking a 5mm needle. I think that looks pretty good. And that is a US size 8. And now I have to think about how many I cast on. I think I'm going to cast on 28 and see how that looks. I have too long of a tail left over. And to be honest, I know that that seems silly, but I think it's because I learned to knit from my grandma. And if she ever had too long of a tail, like the end of your tail should be like 6 inches, just enough to sew in, she would rip it out pretty much always. And I think because I saw her do that all the time, I do the same thing. That's my leftover tail. It's twice as long as I would like it to be. I know so many of you are dying right now, like, leave the freaking tail. Okay, I'm going to make my coffee and then have a think about what I'm going to do now. So I have this leftover oat latte from yesterday. I'm just going to put it underneath of my frother and drink it like that. Half of a cup to almost a full cup, just because I frothed it quite a bit. But I want to drink it inside of my pretty little, could call it a holiday mug, but it could really be for any time. So tasty. I'm so happy I decided to save that. I'm really winging this pattern, so I'm just going to kind of see what I get up to. I didn't bring a progress keeper over here with me, and progress keepers for me when I'm knitting are so essential because I love the way that they make me feel when I see them on my knitting. Yes, I truly believe and feel that way.
That melody, he took over.
Oh, okay.
So Molly just said she is going to sit for 19 minutes and
36 seconds.
36 seconds.
Which is Sandy by the Lakeside's vlog time.
So you know what I'm talking about?
My 19 minutes and 36 seconds starts now. My 19 minutes and 36 seconds are finished with, and I got a fair bit of knitting done on the leg warmers. Robert has handed me some shipping labels, and it is now time to get your orders packed. sweet little Simply Serving charms. So I'm packaging up orders, but I am so excited to get back to knitting. However, it's going to have to wait a little while because I have all those colorways in my oven that I'm very excited about because I get to take them out of my oven, wash them, rinse them, soak them, dry them, and then I get to hang them, which is when I really, really get to see how they look. So I'm excited to do that. And then I am dyeing up 3 new colorways again today. Time to head into the dye studio, which I'm pretty excited for because it means that I get to have a look, as I mentioned earlier, at all of those colorways that I dyed. So time to put on my dye apron and empty my oven. Oat milk latte is all gone. And I think I'm going to make myself a cup of chai. I have been drinking chai tea most days since I brought this to my studio. I think this little case from Reva, which is a grocery store here, is almost gone. So I definitely have to be getting some more, but it is so delicious and warm and I absolutely love it. Halfway through hanging all of my yarn in the oven, and I thought that I would just sit down, make myself a chai, which I won't be able to drink for a little while. It's a bit too hot at the moment. And I'm going to do a little bit more knitting on my leg warmers for Elodie. So before I said that these are like an hour project, I think more realistically, it's about a 2-hour project just because of picking it up, putting it down. I think if you sat and knit these consistently, you probably could finish them in an hour to 2 hours, depending upon your knitting speed. With this chunky yarn and the 5mm needles that I'm doing. I think it's time to measure or weigh my yarn because these are getting quite long and I still have 5 rows of ribbing to do. So let's see where we're at. I cannot believe I finished these, and I literally used every ounce of yarn. I've never weighed yarn before as I've knit with it, but I will 100% do it again. This one weighs a teeny bit less than this one, which is fine. These ones are for Ruby. I think I'll just do 2 stripes less per leg. That's it. So how I knit these is I used 5mm needles. I knit 5 rows of knit 1, purl 1 rib. Then I knit 50 rounds of stockinette stitch. And then I knit 5 rounds again of knit 1, purl 1 and bound off. I just long tail cast on, standard bind off, and I used every bit of this yarn. Tomorrow I'll go ahead and sew the ends in. I'm just going to keep these here at work as I think that's where I'm going to be working on these. And I just cast this on 30 stitches. I don't know if I said that, so I cast on with 30 stitches. And I'm not going to work on these at all today. I'm just going to leave these here. And I have my Advent mini skein to wind once I get home. I'm so excited to do that and add that to my blanket. So I am going to clean up the studio now, head home, figure out what I can make for dinner, do a little bit of computer work while I'm at home, probably have a cappuccino, relax a little bit, and wait for the girlies to get home. Are waiting for our elevator. So as I'm seeing Polly and I put her harness on today, I noticed that it is so small. This is the same harness that we had for her when we first got her, and it was so big and loose at the time. So it's so funny to see it now. Anyway, I'm excited to go home and relax today. One elevator, up the next. I know, I'm not wearing a hand knit hat, but I don't know where they are. Robert should be home with the girls any moment. And I have just finished my computer work. I'm sitting on the sofa, not wanting to be tired because I want to sit up, watch Harry Potter tonight. Robert and I have been doing a Harry Potter marathon where we haven't been watching one movie an evening because we just get too tired. So we've kind of been watching half of a movie per evening. So we are on The Half-Blood Prince. We've spent one evening watching it, and tonight, let's see if we get to it. Oh no, I'm going to yawn again. I would really love to get to it, but both Robert and I did not have the best sleep last night, and I woke up so early this morning.
I have been looking at my rolled out books, and it was so hard to decide what one, but I am picking Charlie and the Great Glass Elevator. I'm gonna start reading them.
I am making dinner. So the girls are not allowed really to watch TV or movies other than their birthdays and Christmas time. And so we watched The Snowy Day. It's a book by, I believe, Ezra Jackson. Ezra something. And there's a short little film, the girls are playing, that goes along with it. And they made macaroni and cheese, was like the big Christmas Eve meal. And I love macaroni and cheese. And since we've been vegan, I don't know, for the past 5 years or so, I have not found a good vegan macaroni and cheese. And so today, I am super inspired to try and make an oven baked macaroni and cheese. It's not just going to be a pure mac and cheese. It's going to have onions, and it's going to have vegan ground beef, and then of course macaroni and cheese. So we'll see how it goes. I am so happy to say that I am going strong with using my Advent yarn. Yes, I am on day 2. However, as you can see, I guess I'm about halfway finished with it.
We're watching The Half-Blood Prince tonight, Molly's favorite Harry Potter movie.
Well, that's so hard to say. I feel like it changes all the time. I love the first one. I love the first one.
Molly loves the first one because there are times when we don't watch Harry Potter at all, and then we start Harry Potter, and Molly is so happy to watch Harry Potter again. So that's why probably the first movie is her favorite.
Why? I don't get it.
Because you haven't seen Harry Potter for so long, and then you're so excited. Oh, no.
The first one is just such
We're watching
a good
Harry
story.
Potter again, yes. And it's the first, and that's why.
You just talked to your mom, your sister?
My sister.
And I just talked to my sister for quite a while. So we both just talked, put the girls to bed, and both just called our sisters. Did you call her?
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny, because I was calling Amy. Had a nice full day. I am so happy to sit with you and relax on the couch, watch Harry Potter with my knitting, and relax.
Yes, finally. What?
What do you mean?
Why do you look at me like that?
Oh,
Alrighty. So everybody, I hope you guys are doing good and have a good night.
Spirit of Christmas.